Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Alright. So pretty much I'll go ahead and take over some of Justice's characters until he comes back.
Alright.
Alrighty, here we go.
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
I'm gonna come back.
The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Will the witness please state your name and occupation?
Partner, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
Occupation helping the elderly crossing intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
That's for my name. If you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out.
To be exact, it's Chief Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind? Never heard anyone describe it that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You're in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct?
According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean by that?
Desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sand. The paper can sum it up.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English. No, none of that. Yeah, partner bullshit.
Well, just watch me, partner. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They say I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room was protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. I've been innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
The Oregon Trail. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
Hey, I know you and Marshall be one, so be him.
Keep going for now.
Okay. I can't say I care for your beer, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful.
It's not that good with machines or following orders.
Everyone's got their weakness now, don't they, Mr. Prospector? Yeah.
This one seems like it's gonna be trouble.
Well, I mean, to be fair, all the witnesses have been in trouble before.
Yes, I know, but this one's gonna be even more troublesome than the previous ones, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, then, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. It's all yours.
Glad.
I'll leave it to you.
Alright, so, yeah. Okay, so pretty much, yeah, so there is one contradiction you just need to present. Pretty much, Marshall is pretty asking, like, you know, hey, why did you call me down here to begin with? So, pretty much, if you remember from
this one.
yesterday when we were, pretty much looking around in the evidence room, we pretty much came to one piece of evidence that basically led to us suspecting him in the first place.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet, you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural that my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection!
I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Witness, what is the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away. However, the criminal test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall?
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall, about the blood-stained fingerprints?
Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime.
Well, let's see. I was gonna talk his way out of this.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence we gathered. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The blood-stain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. But did you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. Wait, he gave himself away. Gloves.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely ask him about that.
The witness's explanation appears valid. Although there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
Life wouldn't be fun with any doubt, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness,
But I think I know exactly where this is going.
Well, let's see. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Alright, so there's only two statements you need to press here in this cross-examination. One statement is this one from the very beginning. Hold it! That's because you, how'd you put it, pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken trees.
See.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently, his fingerprint data was never removed from that logger's programming. He must have been using fingerprint log all this time without even knowing it. Alright, well, now that we know that the logger does belong to Marshall, well, that's going to be helpful for later. Alright, and then, the next statement you do need to press is something that, ESM pointed out. Hold it! How do you know that?
I may be a
I may-
lawyer, but I still do my job. I keep up on it. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
It's what? It's found in Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Yeah, we can try that too.
So that would mean the murder, wearing gloves, happened to place her hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
The picture?
This seal of blood in the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this.
The security tape.
So long as my trial isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Alright, there is a new statement, so go ahead.
Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner?
What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to this crime that isn't right, partner? So, that video is the only direct evidence you have. Now I know where this is going.
Well, that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
Objection!
We don't have time for your speculations.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you could show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Yep. Yes. No evidence.
Very well. Sure. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let us have another look at this stupid video. Show us the incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall.
Alright. Let's have a look.
Looking for something that would incriminate
Look.
Jake Marshall was in the evidence room.
White.
Is sleeping. Pretty much either that or he's still smoking that joint. Yeah.
Sweet leaf.
I hit pause.
Well, I mean, like, wait, okay, so what you did, like, you pretty much fast-forwarded way too much that, like, by the time you stopped it, it was already getting towards the end.
I wish I could rewind backwards.
Yeah. Or at least, yeah, rewind backwards all the way from the very beginning. Or at least at the very end, but, yeah.
I think I know what it is.
Right now. Okay. Just wait.
I think I know what it is.
There we are. No, yeah,
Yep.
I was gonna say.
There it is.
Bringing our attention back to the security camera. It's a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you
That's
sum up
short,
what you
Texas.
have in, say, 8 words or less?
Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. There, that's alright. That's all you had to do, alright? Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
The locker with the white clock sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. What you doing, Foster? Rewind, Mr. Roy? No, we have to do this slowly. Again, panic. This is where you're standing hard.
Shut up, now.
Aha! It's gone.
Yep.
Oh, the white clock. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order. It would seem that
Hold your horse, sorry, partner, but you got the wrong name. So what if my locker was open? Doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Your mother and me to hide something. She opened the locker and stuck it in. So I'm not going to be up in
Wow, this guy really... Wow, you're even more stupid than the other witness. That's impressive.
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? He doesn't know about the fingerprint lock.
Yeah, this guy isn't just plain dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say open that locker, now prove it.
And yeah, pretty much we just said it, yeah. Evidence logger, the other one, hey dumbass, pretty much hey dumbass, you have your fingerprint, you're the only one that could open it, so take it.
Fingerprint sensor?
We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy thought is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, though, the locks aren't that obvious. Well, even some people on the force don't know about the fingerprint box.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less?
We got one for you, partner. No.
I love that breakdown of this.
Order. Stop acting like that stupid line Darth Vader says. Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke or if it's the worst I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, believe me, we made much more worse jokes, Officer Marshall. You should have been at the very beginning. And I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Olé! Please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can.
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
Seems Mr. Rye has an answer.
That's right. Only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. I think I know what it is. Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Alright, go ahead, Bonnie. So, pretty much, let's just say, where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
Easy. The V is.
Pretty much the quote-unquote victim. Officer Marshall was standing here.
There? But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure.
May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. It was in his pants. Well, we didn't need to know that. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, you have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on this ID card. Well, not in the shot, but it's on the card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized that the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
Got quite an that's up for that.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. There's hard evidence proving up that Gaston is the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your bed, but you don't see me complaining.
I mean, look at this. I have a cool ass beard than yours. A bitch, my beard is fully grown and pointy. It could stop you.
I hate this victim so much. I hate this witness so much. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt? I'm sick of this asshole right here. That this Officer Marshall dude dressed up as the victim.
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, but seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Ugh, this can't be happening. It's so
don't
obvious
worry.
he's the one. What can I do?
I know.
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I pass on to you what someone has told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Peanuts, try to think outside of the box.
And give me a Big Mac. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. Or rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it had been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker room for some unknown reason.
Wait a second. Hang on a second.
You got an idea?
Yeah, what
Yep, I think I got an idea, but keep going.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Hi, Edgeworth.
Yeah, but it's you. You're Edgeworth.
Oh.
Sorry, Warner. I had a brain fart.
The fact that the white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So just what exactly is that piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any other evidence, so this video is my only shot.
Very well. Let's take yet another look at this security video. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker.
Alright.
Confrontation.
I know why. I think I know why.
Yeah. So, alright. So let's take a look real quick.
I speed it up a little bit.
Here and
Here comes Meekins.
okay. So here's Meekins.
Alright, there goes the stabbing.
Whoa! Look at this.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Pretty much, as you guys said, blood. There we go. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. Though I don't know to what end yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat?
You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the fucking truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all. Hope you're happy now, Mr. Edward. 2 years ago, If you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have had to be here now would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. Seems time has come.
Alrighty. Here's his confession.
I had to do it that day. Couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole Detective's ID and dress search him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins, so I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I know which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. I said that.
You did, yes. And I mean, like, to be fair, like, yeah, Mikas has said that before, too, plenty of times.